tonight. Just weeks before his confrontation with the real American Jack Swagger at WrestleMania, World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio comes to NXT.
This is the result of the American dream. Alberto Del Rio!
Welcome to the excitement of NXT at Full Sail Arena. Alongside William Regal, I'm Tony Dawson, ringside.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dayton, Ohio, weighing 225 pounds, Cassius Ohno.
The striking ability of Cassius Ohno has been well chronicled. Also of note, anytime Cassius Ohno is involved, Mr. Regal, your name comes to mind. There have been a lot of exchanges between the two of you.
I hope all that silliness is over with. What do you want me to say?
Well, there's Cassius Ohno looking as intense as ever and glaring in this direction.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 222 pounds, Derek Bateman.
A knee injury kept Derek Bateman out for months. He is now back to 87%. Exactly. He told me earlier, you can see the knee brace on the right knee.
You know, he may be a great athlete, Derek Bateman. If his brains were elastic, he wouldn't have enough to make a frog's jockstrap. Unbelievable.
Wow. And it's an exciting night here at the arena in Orlando. The World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio in the house tonight to address the NXT Universe. Quick kick out there by Bateman. And Cassius Ohno getting us underway. You notice the back of Bateman's trunks, the Batman logo there as Bateman gets the offense going. Anytime the World Heavyweight Champion comes to NXT, it is cause for great interest and excitement. Ricardo Rodriguez and Alberto Del Rio here, and a great deal of excitement surrounding their appearance later on in the show. There's Derek Bateman. Effective attack there by Bateman. Coming back from an injury, William, what is that like as a competitor in terms of confidence?
It's hard to get your confidence back. It's no good me lying about it. It takes a while. It takes a while because it doesn't matter how much you train, how hard you work. You've always got that nagging little thing in the back of your head. Am I 100%? And obviously, we'll find out. And Derek Bateman will find out.
The quickness of Bateman there. Derek Bateman's athletic ability.
Without question, he's an incredible athlete, Derek Bateman.
Right into the turnbuckle. Now, Cassius Ohno, you talked about his striking ability in the past. Offensively, what does Bateman present? Oh!
As I said, Derek Bateman's a great...
Bateman in for the cover.
Very strong young man, always training and trains with explosive moves. And you can see that in his performance in the ring. He's got that just great energy about him. But you've got to watch for somebody like Cassius Ohno. Never take him lightly. Doesn't matter what goes on between us. I know all about Cassius Ohno. I know how good he is, and I know if you give him the slightest opening, he'll jump all over. And that's why I like him, to be honest with you, because he reminds me of myself a little. Nice cravat. Oh! Do you know, that's another thing I like about Cassius Ohno. I never thought to do that. I'm a little jealous there. I used to use the cravat all the time. I never thought of using the rope in there as well to make it even more torturous for your opponent. Good for him.
Boot right on target to the jaw, and now the chin. We are seeing the rage of Cassius Ohno.
Senton there.
Ohno's
and a spinning senton.
This is a remarkable effort, but a quick kick out. I thought Ohno had it. Bateman kicking out. The look of intensity on Cassius Ohno's face. He's a dangerous, unpredictable competitor.
Back to the cravat there, incredibly painful move. Puts a lot of pressure on the jaw and the neck especially, obviously.
Cassius Ohno says that his time in the Far East refined him as an in-ring competitor. What do you make of that?
Yes, it did, without a doubt.
How so?
Just being in that competitive in that competitive environment in Japan, the athletes there are just 100% focused on their craft. And it puts anybody that goes out there and lasts a long time, like Cassius Ohno did, you know that they've put the time in, you know that they're very successful.
Bateman's athletic ability on display. Drop kick on target. Now it's Bateman with a comeback. Bateman has momentum now. Wow. Big time collision there, and Bateman to end it. Kick out at 2. Bateman. We are seeing Bateman really give Ohno a battle here. Hard shoulder for the pin. No. Out at 2. Bateman looks frustrated, William.
He's every right to be frustrated. When you put that much energy and that much effort into knocking down your opponent and your opponent kicks out, it's a frustrating feeling.
Oh!
But a good kick to the face.
Ohno for the win. Wow.
Does the trick.
Cassius Ohno.
Derek Bateman's knocked out now. I mean, actually knocked out cold. That kick was square on the jaw.
Bateman rendered helpless by that precise boot to the face. Ohno's not done.
There's just no need for any more of this. There's just no need for it. He's beat the man. What more is it? What's he trying to prove here?
Cassius Ohno is clearly ignoring the scolding from the referee. Obviously a sadistic and twisted mind. Mr. Regal's going to the ring. What is this? Oh!
Well, things here at NXT are already off to a volatile start, and I just...
Oh, you think Bray Wyatt wanted my attention? Well, he's got it. He cost me the tag titles, and now he's costing me the NXT title. I cannot explain how much I loathe him. And what I do to him tonight, he'll never forget.
Tonight on NXT, Bo Dallas has revenge on his mind as he goes one-on-one with Bray Wyatt. Will Bo make Wyatt pay for costing Dallas his shot at NXT Gold? We'll find out tonight. World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio has a message for the NXT Universe. It's a special appearance by one of WWE's biggest superstars tonight on NXT.
Welcome back to NXT alongside Mr. Regal. I'm Tony Dawson. Mr. Regal.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. Very unprofessional of me. Sorry.
The following contest is a Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Melbourne, Australia,
the leader of the Evolution. In ring, no question that Emma has drawn praise for her ability, but William, so much attention is paid to her dancing and her inability to get in the ring. What do you make of it?
Oh, bless her. I always feel sorry for the poor mare, you know. Every time I see her trying to, she means well. She's trying her hardest.
And her opponent from Raleigh, North Carolina, Summer Rae.
The former ring announcer, if you thought she was talented with the microphone, check her workout on Twitter. Summer Rae, a huge fan of tweeting. And Summer Rae, very confident. The Paige rivalry with Summer Rae has been one of the most fascinating stories that's unfolded. Of course, it all started with Summer Rae attacking Paige from behind and then injuring Paige's shoulder.
Well, Summer Rae has immense confidence. You can just see it. It glows from her, the confidence that she has. You know, I mean, let's face facts, she hasn't been competing that long, but she competes like a veteran in the ladies division, in the Divas division.
A near 6-foot frame for Summer Rae. Here's
a mere
Emma
6-foot frame.
Going to work right away. Clearly the tail of the tape in favor of Summer Rae here. How does Emma match up?
Emma's a very well-schooled competitor. She was trained by my old partner, Lance Storm.
Oh.
Came all the way from Australia to Calgary to be trained. And she does it, you know, she tries her hardest.
Oh.
She's far better competing in the ring than she is at dancing, let's put it that way.
Australia to Calgary is a long journey. Commitment,
it is on a donkey.
Desire, demonstrated, cross-body flying in. Emma for the win. Quick kick out.
She's
there
got lovely
Summer Rae.
skin, that Emma. I asked her, how do you get such lovely skin? She said, I bathe in milk. I said, pasteurized? She said, no, just up to the knees.
Each of these girls, each of these women feels that they are gorgeous, and they talk about it to anyone who will listen.
Look at that, great competing there. Headmare somebody, and the leg hits the rope and use the ring as a weapon. Smack their ankle on the rope there, look.
Preening in between maneuvers, though, William.
Smart.
And we can see Emma in
Believe
pain.
me, those ropes, especially in the corner there, that's where they're at the tightest.
Still to
They
come.
would be like,
Of course, we have to talk about.
I've told you before, if I want interrupting, I'll stay at home with a wife.
I think that this is worthy of an
Okay,
interruption.
then.
Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt. Remember in the #1 contenders match last week, Bo Dallas was so close
Yes, he was.
to earning a championship opportunity against Big E Langston. Had it spoiled by Bray Wyatt. They meet in ring next.
Bo Dallas had the match
Here's
won.
Summer Rae.
Bo Dallas had that match
out.
won, and Bray Wyatt took it away from him. So heaven knows what we're going to see today.
And of course, Alberto Del Rio on NXT tonight as
Oh,
well.
Fantastic night here on NXT.
Here's
But
Summer
let's
Rae.
back to Summer Rae, the way she's dissecting the leg here, and into an Indian deathlock. Wow. Like I said
Submission
before,
move.
Summer Rae's not been competing that long, but she's sat at ringside as an announcer, and she's been studying, and she's been studying the best of the upcoming talent in the world here in NXT, and she's done a great job. She's obviously been training a lot as well, because she's doing moves here that you don't see most people do, never mind do after a few years. Look at that, and with those long legs, she's able to keep the Indian deathlock on and put the foot under the chin. This is very impressive.
Summer Rae, this is a unique pinfall. Rolled up, they'll get the counter and a kick out at 2. Summer Rae with the drop kick. Summer Rae, you talked about her work in ring. Summer Rae has talked about a new move. Summer Rae has been working on solstice, longest day of the year, the most sunlight. Summer Rae. There's Summer Rae channeling a little bit of Paige, her arch rival. It's Paige that does that guttural yell, William. Emma escaping the corner.
Let's not count Emma out here.
Oh, look at that lariat. Emma. This would be a huge win. What would this mean for Emma?
Well, it'd be a great win, wouldn't it, Tony? Sometimes you ask the most ridiculous questions.
I'm good at that. Summer Rae rolled up. Small package. Able to escape.
But Emma's got that that bad leg, and it's very hard to move around when you've got a dodgy wheel.
Spinning kick on target. And now Summer Rae. It's over.
Here is your winner, Summer Rae.
Oh boy. Here comes Paige.
Miss Helen Boots. Goodness gracious me.
And that's exactly what Summer Rae's doing. Paige was shouting, "I'm back, Summer Rae." This rivalry is far from over on NXT.
And great for Paige. Her shoulder looks completely healed anyway. She looks in fine form.
Great news for the NXT fans who love Paige. The anti-diva is back here on NXT. Remember last week on NXT when the NXT Tag Team Champions Oliver Gray and Adrian Neville had an unforgettable week. There was the depositing at the top of the ramp by the Wyatt family. Oliver Gray badly injured at the hands of that wretched group led by Bray Wyatt. A distraction, though it didn't keep Adrian Neville from securing a victory. Adrian Neville, who immediately sprinted out of the ring to tend to his best friend and tag teammate. The championship, so special for these two, and obviously great concern. Let's go backstage to get an update from our colleague, Renee Young.
Now, Adrian, after seeing that attack on Oliver Gray from last week, can you give us some kind of an update on him?
Oliver's going to be just fine. But let me tell you who's not going to be fine. That's Bray Wyatt and the family. You want this tag team championship so much that you're going to try and put Oliver out for good? That just doesn't work with me. Hey, how about this? How about this? An open challenge next week. Give me an opportunity to get my hands on the family. Dusty, pick anyone. Give me that opportunity, and I promise you what they did to Oliver will pale in comparison to what I will do to the family.
Coming up on NXT, a special message from World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio. Hear what Del Rio has to say just weeks before his WrestleMania matchup with Jack Swagger. It's coming up tonight on NXT. Up next, Bo Dallas goes one-on-one with Bray Wyatt. What's Bo have in store for Wyatt after Bray cost Dallas a win in a #1 contenders match? It's Dallas and Wyatt next on NXT.
Biggie, your thoughts on Conor O'Brien's victory, thus making Conor the #1 contender to your NXT championship?
Conor O'Brien earned his title shot by defeating 2 NXT superstars, but unfortunately for him, this is my first title defense, and I'm gonna make sure that it's dominant, destructive, and delicious.
I'm sorry?
Delicious.
In my world, there are no clocks. In my world, there is no time. There are no machines, no distraction. There are no phones, no communication. The women protect the young. We come from the dirt, and we are not afraid to make the ultimate sacrifice to protect what is ours. And the question that I have to ask, Bo Dallas, how far are you willing to go? How far will you push the envelope, Bo Dallas? Because if you're not willing to make the ultimate sacrifice, you're already lost. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Lafayette, Louisiana, weighing 295 pounds, Bray Wyatt.
He was speaking English, William, but I have no idea what any of that meant. Last week, remember, it was Bray Wyatt who spoiled Bo Dallas's chance at the #1 contender spot. Here comes Bo.
And his opponent from Brooksville, Florida, weighing 230 pounds, Bo Dallas.
Now last
Bo
week,
Dallas last week,
we
William.
saw Bo Dallas with that belly-to-belly suplex, and he had the match won. He had the match won, and Bray Wyatt pulled him out of the ring, so you can imagine the frustration on Bo Dallas now. He wants to get his revenge.
Well, the look in his eyes said it all. And looking back at that moment, you can understand his frustration, can't you, William?
Of course you can. Here's another stupid question.
Bo Dallas, his anger has been described as his greatest strength and his biggest weakness by experts in the locker room. What do you make of that?
Well, it's true, because he has absolutely no fear. No fear of consequence either. And that is the thing with Bo Dallas. He will just keep coming and keep coming because he's a true warrior of the Canvas Wars, and he'll just keep going. And sometimes that you have to know sometimes when to back off a little bit.
Can you imagine stewing for a week, being that close to the #1 contender spot? I think that's perhaps the explanation as to why Bo Dallas was stalking the ring, trying to put his hands immediately on Bray Wyatt.
I can only go from experience. You know, I know what I was like when I was, it was nearly 25 years ago when I was Bo Dallas's age. And you know, as you get older, you calm down a little, but you're a hothead when you're younger. You want to take on the world, and Bo Dallas does.
Bray Wyatt always plays mind games. The leader of the Wyatt family, when he was walking to the ring, was asking the question, how far are you willing to go? Are you willing to make the ultimate sacrifice? What does that mean?
Perfectly executed side headlock there by Bray Wyatt. I mean, 295 pounds, and a man with incredible explosive power and strength, obviously. But Bray Wyatt's got that second and third gear that most big men don't have, and he's also got that incredibly cunning and conniving brain.
Now it's Bo Dallas reversing the offense. Oh! What a collision! Why isn't Bray Wyatt trying to cover? Now he does. The count to 2. Bray Wyatt
does some very strange
to be
things.
In complete control. Dropping the elbow. And now for the cover, a kick out at 2.
As we just saw in that, I don't want to say lackadaisical cover, but Bray Wyatt does some very strange things. You said, why didn't he cover him there? I think he just likes to toy with his opponent's emotions and with their psyche. He does an incredible job of it. This is with mine, and I'm sat over here. I mean, it's true. When he walks into the NXT arena, you just feel that there is truly a chill in the air when he walks in here.
There are experts who have talked about your mind games when you were
Let's not talk about me. Let's focus. Yes, but that was then. Now I'm quite happy to sit here and to marvel at these young competitors.
And we are seeing Bray Wyatt's high-impact, explosive attack take its toll on Bo Dallas. Is Bray Wyatt going to close this one out? We'll find out on NXT next. Welcome back to NXT. What a showdown this has been. Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt. We talk about contrasting styles making fights. We talk about emotion creating fuel in conflicts. This matchup has both. What are you seeing right now for Bray Wyatt?
I'm seeing smart and cagey competing here by this incredibly powerful, fast, mind-destroying man. That's what Bray Wyatt is. He destroys people's minds. I'm waiting for the family to. Where are they? You think Bray Wyatt's? Surely they're in the building somewhere.
The family may be out by that swamp where we've seen them congregate together.
Perhaps they are. Yes.
Ooh! Into the turnbuckle. And while the family isn't around, William, the oddity is still very much with Bray Wyatt.
Let's get back to this, Tony. That was nothing but sheer force there.
Oh!
Bray Wyatt, did you see the way that Bo Dallas's head struck the actual rope? You see that big knotted part on the top rope there?
Turnbuckle.
Yes, it's incredibly painful, but he didn't hit the actual turnbuckle. It's actually worse, that part of the rope there. Incredibly hard. It's just like, you know, there's no padding on it. Bo Dallas hanging in there. Oh. That's what he does. He never stops fighting.
Bray Wyatt closing in on victory, a kick out at 2. We've seen Bray Wyatt as a masterful manipulator of the Wyatt family.
Bo Dallas has been physically dissected by an absolute monster here. Look at this, look at this. Putting all his weight on to Bo Dallas's ribs and his sternum area, and then pulling on his head, making it just nearly impossible to breathe. And I say it a lot, but if you take the breath out of a competitor, that competitor becomes very weak very quickly.
I look at Bray Wyatt's face and I get chills, William. Bray Wyatt so many times used family members to deliver punishment and pain. Bray Wyatt has done it himself tonight. Leadership by example from Bray Wyatt. And now continuing the offensive. What a move! Oh!
Bo Dallas has to quicken the pace if he has to survive here against Bray Wyatt, because Bray Wyatt's just so unpredictable.
A momentum shift there. Bray Wyatt in the most discomfort we've seen him in tonight.
You know, anybody at home that's ever injured the coccyx in any way, it's an incredibly painful thing to have happen to you. It knocks the stuffing out of you. It's that fight in Bo Dallas. He just will not stop.
The resilience, the courage, the heart of Bo Dallas fully demonstrated. Here comes Bo Dallas.
The pace is quickened, and this is where Bo Dallas is
coming
at his
back.
Best. Bo Dallas has those huge hands as well. The punching ability is phenomenal.
The emotional Bo Dallas looking for a huge win, but Bray Wyatt is back in command.
Uranagi there from Bray Wyatt.
This one is over. Good night. Now, no!
That's that fight in Bo Dallas. He just won't give up.
Still to come here on NXT, Alberto Del Rio, the World Heavyweight Champion, will be addressing the NXT Universe. Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas going head-to-head here.
One has to wonder now, because the back of the shoulder and the neck area of Bo Dallas must be in spasm as we speak from that incredible Uranagi there from Bray Wyatt.
Here comes Wyatt!
Oh, dear me.
The force at high speed, the impact there. How is Bo Dallas still standing?
This is such a strange and perverse individual.
He's dancing with him. Bizarre. Oh! Reversal by Dallas! Belly to belly for the win!
Here's your winner,
Bo Dallas just shocked everybody. That belly to belly out of absolutely nowhere, and it's unbelievable. He just pinned Bray Wyatt.
Take a look at the quickness
of Bray Wyatt there. The impact of Bray Wyatt. But watch how Bo Dallas hits that belly to belly. Unbelievable. Good for him.
Bo Dallas glaring at Bray Wyatt. A measure of redemption after the #1 contenders match was stolen away in Bo Dallas's view.
Oh, dear mate.
Oh, no! Oh. Here comes the family!
This nagging feeling in the back of my head that just wouldn't go away. Where was the family? And we see it now.
The family has come to avenge their leader. The evil, sick individuals that make up
Look
the
at Bray Wyatt
family.
just sat there, just reveling in the damage that's being caused here to Bo Dallas, laughing.
Harper and Rowan taking advantage. Oh! Here comes Bo Dallas! Look at Bo Dallas!
Fighting. Look at him.
Fighting against two bigger, stronger men.
What a competitor! Bo Dallas's heart! Now Bray Wyatt. Oh! Lights out for Bo Dallas. The leader of the Wyatt family finishing off what his loyal disciples started. Bo Dallas won the
overcame
match.
all the odds tonight and won an incredible battle. But now, he's just lost the war.
That haunting music tells the tale. And the sick, misguided glares of the Wyatt family.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, Justin Gabriel.
How you doing?
Now, Justin, I know that you've been having some trouble with Leo Krueger lately, but I also understand that this is something that's been going on for quite some time. Could you elaborate a little bit for us?
See, Leo Krueger might not know who I am, but I know exactly who he is. I used to read about him in the newspapers back home all the time. He was part of the South African militia, and whatever happened to him in the military might have messed his head up a little bit. But what I want is a match against Leo Krueger next week. And if he thinks whatever happened to him in the military was bad, you haven't seen anything yet.
Straight ahead, a special message from the World Heavyweight Champion. What's Alberto Del Rio have to say to the NXT universe? We'll find out next on NXT.
I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
Ain't no stopping us now. I love that song. Whenever it comes on, it makes me feel strong. I thought I told you that we won't stop till we back cruising through Harlem. These old blocks. For all of my shortcomings, welcome to my homecoming. Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Thank you all. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
I'm coming home.
Let the rain wash away.
Feel so good.
Pain of yesterday.
Feel so free.
I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez. How's it going, Full Sail? Damas y caballeros, les presento al campeón de peso completo, Alberto.
We've been talking all night long about the World Heavyweight Champion having a message for NXT. And here is the Mexican aristocrat, Viva Del Rio. They shout everywhere he goes. There's nothing like the reaction to a World Heavyweight Champion, William. This arena loves Del Rio.
It's a great night for the fans here at the NXT arena. I mean, to have the World Heavyweight Champion in our presence.
Oh, look at that!
Oh.
What a souvenir!
How lovely.
The big-hearted champion who dethroned the Big Show in a last man standing match to claim the World Heavyweight crown. Everywhere Alberto Del Rio goes, it is a love fest. Viva Del Rio, they shout. And that coveted World Heavyweight Championship, that title means so much.
I covered that World Heavyweight Champion. It's the only thing I do cover.
Everyone does. and the champion is in the building. What a night here at NXT.
I know you still remember this. My name is Alberto Del Rio. But of course you already know that. And now, thanks to all of you. Now, thanks to all of you, I'm the new World Heavyweight Champion! This place is fantastic. It's amazing. All of you, the WWE Universe here in Full Sail are fantastic. And we both know that there's a lot of talent, great superstars back there. There's a lot of talent here at NXT, and I do believe, I'm sure, that back there, we have the next WWE champion or the next World Heavyweight Champion. So keep supporting us.
I mean, oh no. My favorite, the Swiss Superman.
Yes, Alberto. Back here, you may have the next WWE champion. You maybe have the next World Heavyweight champion, but you for sure have the greatest United States champion of all time, Antonio Cesaro.
Makes a good point.
And see, everybody already knows that I'm the greatest champion in the WWE universe right now. But I'm going to challenge you to a champion versus champion match tonight. So all these people can witness me beating you and officially being the greatest champion in the WWE universe. So, what do you say, Alberto?
American dream. He's just a common man.
Whoa. I don't know how they do it in Sweden.
It's Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Oh, I was looking at my watch. I bought it somewhere, Sweden, Switzerland. It don't make it. You know what I'm saying? Alberto Del Rio, the world's heavyweight champion, is a guest here tonight. Secondly, this is NXT. This is our house. You don't make matches. So you can stand there with that Sweden look on your face. If you want a champion versus champion match, I got an idea. I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna introduce the man you'll face right now, Biggie Langston.
Oh dear.
The roof is about to come off here at NXT. Here's the champion.
I told you, I'm on a mission, I'm switching. Listen,
Is that what they call out of the frying pan and into the fire? Oh dear.
Alberto Del Rio.
But look, Antonio's not bothered one bit. He's quite happy to face Biggie Langston. He's not frightened of any match.
Biggie Langston is happy to compete anytime. No one at NXT has been able to beat The champion, 285 pounds of solid rock, and the mental toughness of a powerlifting national champion. Antonio Cesaro claimed he's the greatest U.S. champion of all time.
He is, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Let's think about some of the people who, oh, look at Big E! Sending a message at the start. Langston and Cesaro, champion versus champion. This is what it's all about at NXT. Langston doesn't just want to win. You can see he wants a 5.
This match will continue when we come back. We're back. NXT action, champion versus champion. Big E Langston and Antonio Cesaro.
Langston, the power lifter. Cesaro, the throwback superstar. No knee pads, no elbow pads. We've seen Cesaro land the neutralizer on the great Khali, who weighs 400 pounds.
Yes.
Brodus Clay,
7'3".
well over 350 pounds. Cesaro is a freakishly strong.
Straight arm lift there by Big E Langston.
Look at the strength of Langston. Langston! The ruthless efficiency of Big E Langston on full display.
Tony, we talk all the time about how strong Antonio Cesaro is, and believe me, he's as strong as any man I know. But that was until Big E Langston came on the scene. I mean, there's no comparing him to anybody.
Cesaro has held the United States Championship since SummerSlam when he defeated Santino Marella. Ooh!
Basically, we've just seen Big E Langston throw around a 250-pound man with one hand.
Oh! The European uppercut by Cesaro. His trademark, Cesaro, turning the tide now. The Swiss Superman, the cover, quick out at 1 by Langston. Cesaro compares himself to a Swiss Army knife. A tool first invented in 1890, Cesaro told me, in for the cover, and again, another quick kick out. Cesaro says against any opponent, he will find the right tool to use to win, like a Swiss Army knife.
That's very good, isn't it?
Well, he came up with it, and if you sit there long enough, he'll tell you he went to the same college as Albert Einstein. Cesaro is a huge fan of Cesaro. Never tires of talking about himself.
And so he should be.
Calling himself the greatest United States champion is a proud boast.
It's not a boast if it's true.
Well, Dusty Rhodes was the U.S. champion. You're talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ric Flair, legends in sports entertainment.
Yes, but have we seen any of them do what this man can do and dominate as much as this man has dominated on Raw and SmackDown in the last few months?
It's a valid point.
Exactly.
And Cesaro is in command right now. It's the first time we've seen Big E Langston breathe hard. Oh! Langston.
This is where, you know, Big E Langston's as strong as any man alive. But if you give Antonio Cesaro a slightest
Cesaro for the cover.
He's going to take great advantage of it. We saw it just there. Big E Langston took his eye, as you say in America, off the prize there. He caught a chin, a knee right in the jaw there, knocked him
for the win. Quick
knocked
kick
him
out.
down really quickly and really hard. Now Antonio Cesaro needs to keep following this up. Look. Oh my goodness gracious.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
285 pounds. Slung to the mat. That'll do it. What an effort. Cesaro, good night, yo.
Is there any doubt in the fact that Antonio Cesaro may be possibly pound for pound the strongest man alive? And I'm, you know, we obviously, but look at the size difference between Big E and it's unusual lifts that it's not like bench pressing or deadlifting. It's like picking up a sleeper hold here by Antonio Cesaro.
Langston fighting desperately to get out of it.
A smart way to get Big E Langston down to his knees. Take his breath away. You take the breath out of a competitor, that competitor becomes very weak very quickly.
Cutting off the blood supply to the brain. We haven't seen Big E Langston in this kind of peril in ring ever.
Ever.
He had a great matchup with Conor O'Brien a couple weeks ago, but this is a whole different level.
Well, that just goes to show you what kind of a competitor that Antonio Cesaro is.
The Swiss Superman lifted off his feet. No! No! Langston in a rhythm. Here comes Big E. Oh. The singlet. We know what this means. E-Train coming through. Oh no! Corey Graves! No! Corey Graves just got knocked silly. Unbelievable. Now here comes Conor O'Brien. Chaos in the ring.
Antonio Cesaro doing the smart thing and getting out of the NXT arena. This is not his quarrel.
And the two men who wanted to be the #1 contender are taking out their frustration on Big E Langston. The champion being double teamed.
We saw what the Shield did to both Conor O'Brien and Corey Graves. It's only right that they're going to take it out on somebody.
These two are enemies. Now they're working together.
The Shield on around at the moment, so they're going to take it out on the man that is in the position that they want to be in.
Combining forces to deliver all kinds of punishment, ignoring the bell. Sinister actions from O'Brien and Corey Graves.
Big E Langston down.
What does this mean for the NXT champion? Big E Langston ambushed. We are out of time. What will come next on NXT?